Hey guys, it's Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a game about spending all of your millions. Well, 1 million. And that game is called Go for Broke. Go for Broke is a vintage game that I just picked up that I enjoy. It's for 2 to 4 players. It's from, this copy's from Milton Bradley. I think it's been published by a bunch of different publishers or companies, but this one's from, I believe, 1985. So I have the 1985 version from Milton Bradley. So what you're doing in this game is it's a roll move. You're trying to go to the casino. You're trying to roll some dice. You're trying to buy stocks. And you're trying to bet on the horses, but poorly. So you want to go to the casino and lose all your cash. You want to lose all your money at the racetrack. You just want to be the first person to lose $1 million. So think Brewster's Millions. Or, think of a game that's a more modern game like Prodigal's Club, where you're trying to make everyone hate you, lose all the votes, and squander all your wealth. Like that, but vintage. So let's go down to the table and see if what I said about this game is actually what it is. All right, so here's a game of Go for Broke, all set up for 2 players. To set up, you're going to set out the board just like this. You're going to put the casino, horse racing, stock exchange in the middle, just like this. Each player's going to take a pawn. So in this case, we have yellow. They're going to go in the yellow space. And we have green, which is going on the green space. And each player's going to get $1 million broken down in certain increments. It's in the rules, which is also the box, the rules. So right there. There's also going to be some stocks. There is steel. There is electricity. And there's oil. So we're going to be buying stocks and earning money and hopefully losing money along the way. All right, so what we're going to be doing here is we're trying to be the first player to lose $1 million. And we're going to do that by rolling these dice, moving around. So this is a roll and move. We're going to be moving around on the board. And we're going to either do the stock exchange. We might bet on the horses. We might play the snake eyes, or we might go to casino. So let's talk about what this board is. So this is going to represent the horse racing, the stock exchange, and the casino. So this is the fruit, playing the fruit spinners. This is the roulette. This is horses, and this is stock. What you're trying to do is when you're doing one of these things, you're trying to bet and lose your bet. So I want to bet on red. I'd spin this, and hopefully it lands on black or green or something so I don't win. Same with the horses. You want to bet on the horse that you don't think is going to come up, because if your horse comes up, you win a lot of money. That's bad. All right, so that's enough talking. Let's just play through a couple rounds, and I'll show you how all the games work if we don't happen to get there. So green is going to go first. They're over here. They're going to roll their dice. If you roll a double 6, you get to pay 100 grand to the bank. So that's good. So they rolled 10, so they're going to move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Buy a share of Big Flash Electric Company for 100 grand. So they're going to take 100 grand, so they're now down to 900,000. Put it here, but they're going to have electric stock. So they now have electric stock right there. That's going to earn and lose their money throughout the game. So now it's yellow's turn. Same thing, they're going to roll. They got an 8. 5, 6, 7. All right, let's do stock exchange. All right. So this is the first of the 4 mini games. What you're going to do is you're going to spin this dial. It's going to have a couple things. If the money comes up, everybody's going to earn some money. If the black comes up, everybody who owns that stock is going to earn $10,000. If red comes up, everybody who owns that stock is going to lose $10,000. So let's go ahead and spin. And because someone has a share, we're going to play this. If no one had stock, we wouldn't do this. It would just, nothing would happen. So let's spin it. And we have steel goes down. Nobody has steel, so no issues there. So that's that. And done. So now we are going to green. 1, 2, 3, 4. Buy a share of steel. So they're going to spend another 100 grand. They are liking this. So they're down to 800,000, but now they have 2 shares. So that's not good. All right, there we go. Yellow's turn again. Snake eyes. 1, 2. Some people play, instead of rolling double 6s, you lose money, they play Snake Eyes, I'm not going to do that, so I'm just going to move 2. So pay $10,000 for a diamond toothpick. So I'll pay 10,000 bucks. And done. Back to green. 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, Snake Eyes. This is a fun game. So what you're going to do is you're going to be rolling these dice. You can keep rolling until you roll a 1. Then you earn some money. And I think you earn, I can't read the board, a single 1 you earn $100,000, double 1s you earn $300,000. But if I roll and I get 11, it's 11 times $5,000. And I can keep going until I get a 1. So let's go ahead and start. So they're going to just roll. So they have 9. They'll keep going. That's 9. So they rolled a 1, so they're done. They get 100 grand. So they now get money back, and that's no good. All right. And that's essentially what you're going to do. There are a couple different spots. I'll show you the other mini games as well. So there's a couple spots. There's a hotel spot where you can go and you can pay a whole pile of cash. So right here, hotel, 1,001 nights. You pay $200,000. You get to put that hotel down. Then if someone lands on it, they'll pay that player $20,000. So yes, you get rid of a bunch of money, but you could get a bunch of money back. There's lottery, which is effectively go. So you're going to go here. If you cross this at any point, so say a part of the board takes you to stock exchange and you're over here, you come around, go past this. You put $5,000 in here. If anybody lands on that, they get all the money in the go for broke silver platter. If there's nothing in there when you land on it, you get to put 50 grand in there, which is pretty cool. The orange spaces are going to take you some places. They're going to take you to some of the mini games. Let's talk about them right now. So we showed stock exchange. We're going to spin that. We showed Snake Eyes. Over here is the casino. So what you're going to do here is you're going to bet on the fruit slots and the roulette. So for fruit slots, I think you're going to pay 20 grand. Yeah, you pay 20 grand. It's on the side of the board over here. I don't know how well you can see it, but fruit slots are over here, roulette's over here. You're going to pay 20 grand. So let's say this player landed on it. They'll pay 20 grand. And then they're going to spin. If you get a single, if you don't get any matches, you lose your 20,000. If you get 2 matches, you're going to earn 50,000. A 3 of a kind is 150,000, and 3 money signs is 250. So you don't want to get 2 money signs. So that's the first thing you're going to do in casino. Second thing is you're going to bet on the roulette. It's a couple options of betting here. You can pay $5,000 to bet on a single number. So I could say 0. I'll spin it, pay my 5,000 bucks. If it doesn't land on 0, I'm out $5,000. But if it lands on it, I win 150. I can pay 20,000 and bet on a group of numbers. So it can be 1 through 12, 13 through 24, or 25 through 36. I'd spin it. I'll say 1 through 12. I spin it. I landed on 21, so I would lose my 20,000. Third thing you can do is bet on a color. You can lose the most money here, but you're going to win, have the best chances of winning. So let's say red. I pay my 50 grand, and it landed on, let's say it's red. So in that case, if it lands on what I said, I would make $80,000. If it doesn't, I would get rid of my 50,000 and be done. So that's that. The last place you can go is the horses. This is pretty easy. Everybody participates. You can bet $5,000 to $50,000. So say I went there and yellow was first. I'd say I'm bet the $50,000, and then you get a bet on a horse. You can bet on 4, which has the smallest probability because it's the smallest. But if it hits, you get 5 times your bet. So if that one would win, I would win $250,000. I can bet on 3. It wins 4 times. 2 wins 2 times, or 3 times. 1 wins 2 times. So 5, 4, 3, and 2. So I'll go there. I'll say I'll bet 4. Everybody else would bet as well. So this player would say, I'll bet 50 that 3 will come up. So then we spin it. And it is 2. So in that case, both players would be out to 50 grand. Nobody would win. And that's the best case scenario. And that's how you're going to play. You're going to keep playing until somebody has to go into debt. So say I make it and I'm down to exactly 0. I'm not in debt yet, so I got to keep playing. So I'm going to keep going until I have to pay some money and I have to get into a debt. All the other spaces on the board may give you money, may cause you to lose money, may have you end up taking another player to another space and have a little showdown or something. So yeah, that is the essence of the game. So that's Go for Broke. Let's go up the top, see what we think about it. All right, well, that was Go for Broke. I gotta say, this game is a blast. I love Gambler. We've talked about Gambler on this channel so much. There's even a video up in the corner, one of these corners. I'm terrible at which one, so one of these corners. And we did a review of it because I like it that much. BGM accepted. roll and move, but so much fun. It's got a dice maraca and all that stuff. This one, just as interesting, just as fun, still roll and move, still classic, but with this. Fruit spinners, roulette, stock market, betting on the ponies. So yes, it doesn't have a dice maraca, but this board, this thing right here is amazing. So as you saw in the overview, the whole gist of this game is rolling around, moving, trying to squander your wealth. You're going to land on, the normal spaces on the board are going to either give you money or you can spend money. You may have to take money from other players. You may give money to other players, normal roll and move type stuff. But in this one, if you meet those four corners areas, you can play one of these mini games. You can play Snake Eyes, where you're just going to roll dice and try not to get a 1. You can spin the cool horse wheel. You can do roulette, all that awesome stuff. And I love it. So much fun. The dice maraca is cool. It's only one thing. This is 4. That is amazing. And the lottery is neat too. Just like going past Go or the start space in Gambler, something happens. In Gambler, you get money. In this one, you're losing money. You're going to hope there's nothing on that silver platter when you get to that space if you land on it, because you get to give 50 grand away, and that's awesome. This game's amazing. I'm not going to go into the components. It's an old school game. The only cool thing really is this. This is amazing. I know there are other versions that don't have this, so I'm not going to speak to those because I've never played it. I only know of this one. So this is cool. So this game's amazing. If you like old classic games like this, if you like Monopoly, if you like Gambler, as you should, any game like that where you're just rolling, going around to some spaces, messing some people over, stealing people's money, this is a game you got to play. Normally you're always trying to get rich, but this one's a little twist, turns that theme up on its head, and it's trying to make you lose all your money. And that is, I don't know, it just seems to be more fun because, it's easy to spend money in real life. So this, makes me feel not so bad about spending money because I'm not making myself go broke. I'm being responsible. But in this one, I don't have to be responsible. I can just go and waste all my money, and it's so much fun. So I'm going to give this a BGM accepted seal. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10 on BGG, which is a 4 out of 5 wrenches on an arbitrary wrench scale that means absolutely nothing, but we give it to games that we enjoy. Because we're a channel about board games, and we like to talk about games that we enjoy. So that was Go for Broke from Milton Bradley. I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics. And as always, keep gaming.